Hello, you guys, and thank you so much for joining us today. We are talking about confidence, becoming the most confident version of yourself, whether it is in your business, whether it is in your personal life, whether it is in relationships. I want to talk about it all today. So, I'm going to give you some tangible tips that you can implement as soon as we're finished here today to help you grow your confidence. Now, it doesn't matter if you're trying something for the very first time or if you've tried something for a multiple of times, you are still looking to gain confidence in all aspects of business. Now, this is the number one thing that I hear from brand new entrepreneurs or people that have just recently started their business is that they're lacking the confidence in themselves. They lack the ability in themselves to actually execute whether the product or service that they are offering. And they lack the confidence in themselves as a business owner, whether it comes to pricing, whether it comes to their website, whether it comes to client calls. It doesn't really matter. It all comes back to confidence. Confidence quite often stands between us and the goal that we want to get to. So today I want to give you a few tangible things that you can implement right away to help you with confidence. Now we're going to be around 20 minutes probably. If you have any questions following the presentation, because I know a lot of you are watching the replay, don't worry about it. Just send me a quick email. You can find me on Instagram. You can find me on my website. Send me a quick message and we'll chat about it. I have no problem with that because I really deeply feel that if you work on improving your confidence, the rest of your life, your business, everything is just going to flourish from it. So the first thing I want to talk about quickly is how are you talking to yourself? Now, so often in our business or in our life, let's use an example that's really easy. You walk into the kitchen, you're going to make dinner tonight, and you say, "Oh, I'm a horrible cook. I just don't know I can whip up with these 5 ingredients." You're talking to yourself in a negative light. You are talking yourself down from in actual fact, you can probably whip up something delicious with those 5 ingredients. But it's the way that we talk to ourselves that actually affects our overall confidence. And it's something that we need to draw into our awareness to change how we talk to ourselves, to change how we talk to our spouse, our children, the family members that we have, our close friends. So, really, really pay attention to how you are talking to yourself when it's a negative voice, when it's a negative light, and how are you really addressing yourself as a whole? Instead, you could say, what am I going to make with these 5 ingredients? How can I get creative with these 5 ingredients instead of putting yourself down? As soon as you start drawing awareness to those actual tangible things that you are talking to yourself about, you're going to become a lot more aware of how the entire cycle works. So the confidence that you want to be working on, the confidence that you want to be increasing, that comes from within. That comes from your heart. That comes from everything that goes on within your body. The external factors that we have on a daily basis are tenfold. We have multiple external factors, whether it's our job, whether it's our relationships, whether it's our business. We have all these external factors, but unless you are deeply rooted in your own confidence and your own knowledge of self and your skills, those things are all going to be affected by the external environment. So today we're going to spend some time giving you tips to focus on that. So, awareness of voice, awareness of how you're talking to yourself, and awareness that confidence comes from within, comes from deeply within inside of you. And I want to help you strengthen that so that you can be the most strong, confident business owner person that you can potentially be. The next thing that I find really helpful to do are I am affirmations. Now, if you haven't played with an I am affirmation before you brush it off and say, "Oh, it's too hokey pokey," before you say, "No, it's not really me," just take a moment. I want you to stop. You can pause the video if you want. I want you to stop and I want you to write down 10 things. 10 things that you are really good at. It doesn't have to be tangible like cooking. You can say, "I am brave. I am a supportive friend. I am a beautiful listener." None of those might resonate with you. All of those might resonate with you. That is totally fine. I want you to pause the video. I want you to write 10 things down that you are, that embody you as a person. Now, these 10 things you can look at every single day. So pause the video, come on back. Now that you've paused the video, we're back here. We have our 10 list of things that we are good at. I want you to take that list. You can write that list every single morning if you desire. You can write that list on 10 separate Post-its and put them all throughout your house or all throughout your bathroom. You can write them in a specific dedicated journal that you have to I am affirmations. Those I am affirmations need to be deeply rooted in your subconscious. The subconscious, the part of the brain that is working in the back all the time. The conscious is where we have our thoughts and our present feelings. The subconscious is what is deeply rooted in the back. And what we are doing is we are training the subconscious to accept our reality. I am brave. I am confident. I am a beautiful listener. Whatever resonates for you, I want you to start incorporating those into your daily life. I am affirmations can be incredibly powerful. The more you do them, the more you can add to them, the more your list can grow. The other thing that I want you to do, and this is a great little exercise, and I actually find this exercise really helpful, especially if you are new to business, especially if you have never had a client before, or you have never sold one of your products before. If that is you and you are brand new and you're really excited to get going, but you're lacking the confidence in your skills and your service, number one, I want to congratulate you because you are way further ahead than a lot of people because you're here, you're learning, you're taking action, you're implementing, and you have started. You have started. You might have a name for your business. You might have a vision for your business. You might have an idea of something that you desire to sell. Whatever it is, whatever small thing it is, you've started. And so you are so much further ahead than so many people. Typically, when I talk to new entrepreneurs, they have sat with an idea for 2 years. They've sat with that idea because they're lacking confidence. They're lacking the know-how to actually get started. They're lacking the hard work and the dedication that it might take to start a business or start something new. But you are here. You're doing it. You are taking action towards that dream. And that is the best thing that you can do for yourself if you are looking to go on path to starting. So, an asset list. Number one, the very first thing on your asset list could be I have started. If you have started with an idea, if you have started to write down a vision, if you have started to create a brand or an idea, whatever it is in your mind that you have started to create, I want you to go to that. So if you have sold some products and service, you can write that on your asset list as well. Your asset list basically is a confidence boosting list for yourself to refer back to when you're feeling a little bit awkward, when you're feeling a little bit of, oh, I don't know if I have this, when you're feeling a little bit of, oh my gosh, how am I going to get to where I want to go? This is your asset list that I want you to build. And your asset list is going to deeply root you in the fact that you have the skills. So if you haven't started and you haven't sold a product or a service, yes, I want you to write down that you have started the vision, you have started the business, you have started the branding, you have started whatever it is you have started, and you're therefore a lot further ahead than other people. Now, if you have sold products and services, I want you to take a look and I want you to write down everything you've accomplished. Maybe you have sold 10 candles. I have sold 10 candles. I have a legitimate business. Maybe you have provided 3 at-home massages for people. I have provided 3 at-home massages for people and it changed their day. Maybe you have done photography for people and you have done family shots for a dozen families already. I have achieved a dozen family photo shoots. This is huge, you guys. This is huge. This is so exciting. I want you to write your asset list down and I want you to build it. If you have just finished a university degree, you can write down that. I've just finished a university degree in business and I can't wait to launch a business. Whatever it is that has led you to this moment in time that you have won or you have achieved or you have taken action or you have had results or you have booked sales, anything like that goes on this asset list. This asset list can be in the dedicated same journal that you have for your I am affirmations. And the asset list is going to be something you can go back to. You can grow your asset list. It's kind of like your digital resume. You can grow your asset list. You can grow your confidence every single time you read it. I want you to grow. I want you to expand. I want you to feel the depths of what you have already created because it's big, you guys. It is big. You are making waves. You're making mountains move. You are moving ahead on your vision, your goal, and it's exciting. Now, after your asset list is done, after you have talked about your I am affirmations, after you have said, hey, you know what? My confidence is going to come from within. It's not going to come from all the whirling noise and the external factors I have. It's going to come from within. The next thing you can do, this is full permission for you. You can kill comparison. I know, I get it. Comparison, ego, they're all lack. They all come from lack and scarcity. You guys, comparison will squash your energy and kill your vibration and ruin your ideas faster than anything else will. So here's what I want you to do is I want you to go to all of your accounts, all of your social accounts. Go to Facebook, go to Instagram, go to LinkedIn, go to TikTok. Wherever you go, I want you to take a look at who you're following, who is influencing you, and how do they make you feel? If they make you feel like you could shout from the rooftop, yes, you are inspired, you want to do what they're doing, you're excited, you're learning from them, keep them close by. If they are making you feel like you don't earn enough money, you don't have the right weight, you don't have enough style in your wardrobe, or you are not as good of a parent as they are, delete, delete, delete. This is permission for you to say, hey, where is my energy leaking? Where is my energy going? Where am I giving it away? If anything makes you feel less than, I want you to get it out of your realm because it's just not worth it for you. You are so much more powerful than that. You have so much more talent than that. You don't need that energy in your life. Now, once you've done that on social media, you can go ahead and you can check all those things off that you don't need there anymore. Once you've done it on social media, though, I want you to do it in your real life. I know it's scary. It's scary, you guys. But I do think, and a lot of you are probably going to agree with me, that COVID has actually kind of catapulted this for us. Is that we've taken a look at our lives. What did we love? What did we miss? And what do we not really want to go back to? Those energy leaks, those energy drains, those things where we say yes to 1,000,001 events, when in actual fact, those events are not serving us. They don't feel good to go to. They feel like they're obligations that we have to do. You can get rid of all that in your life. And so when you take a look, and as things are opening here, you take a look, what do you want to bring back into your life? You know, one of my best friends said, I actually don't know if I need to go back to normal. I actually kind of like the quietness. I actually like the fact that we've had more downtime. And so she's had a really good opportunity to reevaluate what is important to her, what is important to her in her life, what is important to her and her family. And you can do the same thing. You can say no to things that are not serving you. You can say yes to things that make you feel really good inside. And you don't need to continue on bringing things into your realm that make you feel less. I want you to feel more. I want you to stand up with your shoulders back, look in the mirror and say, good morning, beautiful. Good morning, handsome. I want you to feel strong and confident. And like I said, that comes from within. That does not come from external. So take a look at all of these external environments that you have, whether it's social media or whether it's real life, wherever it is, take a look and evaluate that. Full permission to do and make the changes that you need to live your best confident life. Now, how do you look after yourself each day? I went for years, and I can honestly say years, I went for years putting everyone else first. And it's only been since I've been on my own self-discovery, personal development journey that I said, hey, wait a minute, this is important to me. And I realized how much better in line I am when I take time for myself for movement, when I take time for myself for exercise or a run. And it's okay if the kitchen is going to be a bit dirty tonight. It's okay if there's still laundry that has not been folded, as long as I've gotten my time in to go to bed at 9 o'clock, to read a little bit before I go to bed, do the things that really serve me so that I can continue to serve others. So take a look at what is happening in your life. How are you treating yourself? Are you giving yourself the permission to do the things that you love and enjoy, or are you serving everyone else first? And this is a really good opportunity for you to say, hey, wait a minute, even if it's one thing, I don't want you to go changing everything tonight. Even if it's one thing that you can do to serve yourself better for tomorrow, I want you to find out what it is and commit to it. Now, if I was to ask you to change all of these habits in one day, it would be very difficult. But I'm asking you to commit to one thing that is going to better serve you. Now, another thing that a lot of us have struggled with this past year is getting dressed. Let's be honest, right? Okay, so you might be wearing your favorite leggings, and that's totally fine. I've worn a lot of my favorite leggings last year too. But you guys, I feel good in them when I put them on. If you feel like a slob when you're wearing your favorite leggings, or you feel messy in your favorite sweatpants, change them. Put some jeans on. Put some pants on with zippers. You guys, do something to elevate how you feel about yourself. Now, another great tactic for moms that are super busy is to get ready first before you get all the kids looking all pretty. And I know for some of you, it's going to be, oh, but I don't have time in the morning. And how am I going to get up early? And I'm already so tired and things. You guys, all it takes is about 15 minutes, literally 15 minutes. Find a way to streamline your routine in the morning so that you can listen to some morning motivation. You have 15 minutes to yourself before you go get the kids all ready and beautiful and hair perfectly braided. Taking that time for yourself is going to make you feel so good. It really and truly will. So how are you getting dressed for yourself every day? You're not getting dressed for your husband. You're not getting dressed to go to an office so that you can look presentable. You're getting dressed for yourself so that you look and feel as best as you can look and feel. So if it's clothes that you have in your wardrobe that make you feel amazing, put them on. If you have clothes in your wardrobe that you think those are saved for a special occasion, today is a special occasion. It is a special occasion that you are here living, breathing, enjoying today. It's a special occasion. Put the blouse on, put the shirt on, whatever it is that's going to make you feel good. And if you feel like $1 million in your brand new leggings, put them on, wear them, celebrate that. That's totally fine. But the point is that you feel good when you present yourself to the day. You feel good, you feel confident inside of you. You're wearing an outfit or clothes that are flattering to you, that make you feel good, that make you feel like you can stand up taller with your shoulders back. Now, when you show up for yourself like that, you show yourself the most confident version of you. And when you look in that mirror in the morning, you want to say, "Good morning. I'm ready for this day. Thank you for my body. Thank you for my life. Thank you for the breath that I have today." Another thing you can do to yourself in those early morning hours, or even late at night when the house is all quiet, is you can actually write a letter to yourself. Dear self. Now, I had a client write a letter to herself this past week, and you guys, it brought me to tears. It made her cry, but it brought me to tears because it was so endearing. It was so much around how much she had achieved in her business. It was around the dreams that she was creating for herself and her family. It was around everything that she wanted to achieve in 2021. And literally was so emotional for her, for me, for her family reading it, because it really was the epitome of her finding confidence in herself. Her finding confidence in the fact that, wait a minute, I can boldly charge these prices because my services are good and I help people. So you can take some time. You can write a letter to yourself. Don't do it right now, but do it tonight or do it tomorrow morning, first thing before you forget. Write a letter to yourself. Dear self, I am the best version of me because, and I want you to expand on it. And I want you to write how you want to feel. And I want you to write how you want to dress. And I want you to write how it feels to be a confident version of yourself because you're amazing. You are amazing. You have this tools and talent that nobody else has. There's a lot of things that I can do. There's a lot of things that I cannot do. There's a lot of things that you can do. There's a lot of things that you might not even discover that you can do yet. You are talented. Write a letter to yourself in the most sincere form. Take some quiet moments, whether the house is quiet or whether you have gentle music playing on in the background. Tune into yourself, find what feels good for yourself, what feels good for your soul, and really write into that. Write a letter to yourself, remembering how powerful you are. Now, a lot of times, the reason our confidence decreases over time or has decreased is because something has happened in our life to make us question ourselves. I take a look at my 4-year-old. She's not questioning herself. She is strong. She is powerful. She thinks she knows things. You guys, she does, but she's also only, well, just 5. Go back to that time. When was this time that you started to lose the confidence? At myself, I mentioned this earlier. I'm 6'1". I was the tallest person in my elementary school the entire time I was in grade 6 and 7, the tallest person. That includes teachers. So did I have some confidence issues? Yes, of course I did. I did not stand up as tall as I could have in grade 6 and 7 because I didn't want to be so much taller than all the other blonde girls and all the other handsome little boys. So all of these things kind of wrap into our lives and they carry us through. Do I stand tall now? Yes, I absolutely stand tall. Do I wear heels now? Yes, I absolutely wear heels now because I love it and I realize that this is me and I realize that it's not going to change. It's just who I am. And so the more confident I can be, the more confident you can be in your own body, whatever shape that is. I want you to feel deeply rooted in the fact that you are beautiful. You are amazing. You have talents and skills that nobody else has. Now, let's talk a little bit on how we add this to business confidence. A lot of times in business, I talk to new entrepreneurs and they struggle with the fact of A, charging the amount that they feel they want to charge, B, the quality of their product or service, and C, their ability to actually do the work. Now, a lot of these things are based on thoughts. Thoughts aren't necessarily true. Thoughts are things that our brain thinks of that keep getting fed to us that are not actually always that true. And in actual fact, when you realize that it's just a thought, you take back the power of the thoughts that are running through your head. So Confidence, like I said, is very prevalent in the new business owner. They think, oh my gosh, but I don't know how. You guys, this is why I ask you to build the asset list, the personal confidence asset list. Go back to what you have accomplished, go back to what you have achieved to actually say, hey, look, I know what I am doing. I know what I am doing. You know, it doesn't necessarily mean that you need to come out of the gate saying, I charge $200 an hour for my services. You can start with 50 and then 75 and then 100. And the more your confidence grows, the more your client base grows, the more your wages grow. It's got to feel good in your gut. It's got to feel good when you say, hey, this is my price. How do we get to a point where we're feeling good? We practice, we practice, and we practice. I didn't go out and shoot this video right away. I took notes. I visualized, I did a trial run, I watched the trial run and evaluated, and then I went ahead and did it. That's what you need to do in your business. The more you talk about the issue of, let's say, price, the more you say to yourself, your dog, your cat, your coffee mug, the more you say, my price is $50 an hour for the product or service that I provide, this is what you get for it, the easier it is to roll off your tongue. The more confidence that you can have deeply rooting in that. Every single time you have a client that says, yes, I want to pay you $50 an hour to cut my grass, you say, fantastic. And you add that to your asset list. See how the two work hand in hand so that you are building your prices, you're building your confidence, you're building your awareness, you're building the feeling inside of you, and they all work together. Now, like I said, if you haven't had a client yet, don't worry about it, because you are further ahead than those people who are still sitting in the waiting period. The ones that are waiting for the plane or the train or the bus or the car or the lottery. They're waiting. You have started. So congratulations. Take ownership over that. So business confidence, you guys, if you have any questions, I want you to make sure that you reach out to me. I want you to make sure that you ask me. I hope that you enjoy some of these exercises. Now, before you go, like I said, before you go and say, well, they don't really resonate with me, or I haven't tried it or anything like that, the only thing that I ask you to do after this webinar is to take action on one item. You can choose drawing awareness to the inner voice. You can choose I am affirmations. You can choose your asset building list. You can choose to kill all comparison and energy leaks in your life. You can choose to get dressed proudly in your favorite shirt every single day. You can choose to write a letter to yourself. We went over lots of different tactics today to help you engage in your confidence. You can choose to take a look at your business and figure out where it is you're lacking the confidence and address that one area. You can choose any of these things, but if you take no action today at the end of this call, then the onus is on you. I want you to win. I want you to lead so badly. I want you to show up in your business, and I want you to be so successful. I want you to live your dream life every single day. So take action on one thing. Now, if you take action on 2 things or 3 things, fantastic, but don't do it for one day. Add it into your routine. Add it in a way that feels good to you. Add it in a way that feels luxurious to you. Add it in a way that can be sustainable. That if I ask you in 10 days' time, you will still be doing the task. Now, if it means that you are going to have to rewrite your entire schedule and that's too much of a shift, don't do that. I want you to be successful. Choose one thing then. One thing, 3 things, the choice is yours, but take the action today to move you to the more confident version of yourself. Thank you so much for joining us today, you guys. This was so fun. I hope you found it valuable as well. I'm going to drop it, like I said, on my YouTube channel so that you can check it out there anytime that you need to. But have fun with those actions. If you want to take this work a little bit deeper and you want to book a 30-minute discovery call with me, jump on over to my website, www.meganhubner.com. You can book a free 30-minute call on the consultation page. We can talk about the area of confidence that you want to work on. We can talk about the dream of the vision that you want to turn into a business. We can talk about the business that you have already launched, but you are looking to grow a little bit further. I do one-on-one coaching with people for a 12-week container. I have a 90-minute discovery call as well that takes us through a full business analysis. And I have a super exciting group program coming up in June, which I cannot wait to bring to you guys. But that will be happening in June as well. So there's lots of different ways to work together. Jump over to my website, book the 30-minute call. I cannot wait to get you to know you more. And I hope that you found this really helpful today. Have a beautiful day.